Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your monthly read for June of 2024. And we're going to start with an overall energy here. And then we're going to go deeper and deeper into the energy. And then we're going to have the fairies come out, your fairies come out at the very end to give you some extra little message. And before we begin, I would love it for you to subscribe and like my channel. Could you do that for me, please? It really helps a lot. Okay, Leo. What do we have for Leo for the month of June? Or 6 weeks, give or take, into the future. Excuse me. What do we have for Leo, please? An overall energy to start with. A foundation. For Leo. Angel of Miracles. We do love to see that. Open your heart and expect a miracle. I just see a lot of guidance, like however you want to put this. Let's see what comes with the clarifiers and just going deeper into the message. But like there's whether this is you, Leo, like you're the little baby that takes guidance from the angels around you, or whether, and it can be both, obviously. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be both, that you're taking guidance, you're taking direction from your angels around you, but it can also be that you are having like a very strong influence over a young energy in your life at this stage. Someone that you're guiding, someone that you're like showing the path. Maybe they're just looking to you extra much right now for guidance and where to go. If this is not like a really young person, it can be that you're having a project, or like there's a situation that you really are overseeing, like you're overseeing a situation, you're overseeing a project, you're overseeing a business that like either it's in its very beginning stages, like it's up and coming and it's in its very beginning stages, and you need to like really oversee the whole thing, or you just really clearly needs guidance. Like there's a situation, there's a project, there's a business that just needs guidance. So however you resonate with this, and it's a very broad feeling. I feel like for some of you, Leos, this will be both or thrice, however you say that. It will be three things. Like you can be that you're being guided by your angels, and then you're leading some youth in your life, and then on top of that you're leading the business, and like it's a very student teacher approach right here. Sometimes you're the student and sometimes you're the teacher, and it's very pronounced, if that makes sense. It's like you feel probably very much guided, or looking for guidance, or looking for answers, looking to deepen your understanding of certain subjects right now. And at the same time, you can be a very strong leader or mentor or whatever to like vice versa, like to someone coming up, or someone wanting to have more answers, or someone that needs overseeing. It is the Angel of Miracles though, so it's like simultaneously it's about really expecting maybe even the unexpected to fall into place. If there's certain things in your life right now that you're looking to like really have a solution to, the Angel of Miracles speaks about like how to be right in the midst of that alignment, to be just really in balance with the energies around you, maybe doing what you need to do to get into that balance, or that is what you're doing right now, really putting yourself into that alignment to be very much like a receiver of the things you want to fall into place. Gorgeous beginning. Okay, going deeper into this message. What can we have for Leo? How can we deepen this message? Angel of Miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. It's very fiery, and obviously that is you, Leo. So it's a very fiery energy here. 10 of Winter. So someone is coming out of something really heavy. or closing down something. We're going to get into it in a sec. I'm just going to get the cards out. What can we tell Leo, please? Okay, flip, but didn't actually want to come out. So I'm just going to read it and put it back. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. It's just sort of to bring the Leo energy to the plate. Like, just bring your whole assertiveness, your courageousness, whatever Leo stands for, bring that to the plate, and it's going to serve you right now. It's there, but it didn't come out. It's like percolating underneath. Okay, what do we want for Leo, please? Deepening of the message. Queen of Summer. Listen to your heart. So there's a lot about like open your heart, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust. And you know, the Leo represents the heart. Leo, like if there's like an organ is assigned to every sign, Leo is the heart. What do we have? I also have another deck that I want to get into. There is a couple of more cards here. Just waiting for them to pop out. There you go. That was Wheel of Fortune. So we have 10, 10, and Queen. That's strong numerology right there. The Wheel of Fortune. Did I show you the Queen of Summer? Queen of Summer and the Wheel of Fortune. We love to see that as well. End the delays. And which was it? Oh, both of them. Maybe this is, wow. Imagine, and okay, I'm actually going to put both of these back because I was unsure of one if that just stuck to the bottom of the, they're going to both come out again if they're supposed to come out. Deepening here for Leo, please. Here and now, be present in the here and now moment. That's also where all your power lies. One more. Some of the cards are like a little bit indecisive, so maybe there's a little bit of an indecisiveness that is going on for you, Leo. They're flipping, but they're going back in. They're sort of showing up, but not really. That's how we want it. Just flying out. And it was neither of those cards, so it was good that I put them back. A change in the wind. A day in the wind, as Judy Foster once said. It's a lot of cards here today, but they want it, so I'm going to give it. Heart. Again, the ascension of the heart. It's so much focus on the heart here today. Heart, heart, heart. And one more. There you go. That was two more, and we're going to keep them. Okay. And the heart is locked in. Oh my goodness. Wow, so much about the opening of the heart, the ascending of the heart, coming from your heart. These two came out together, the master and the teacher. So there's the student-teacher feel again. You see the very teaching scenario. And the heart being locked away, or have been locked away, I want to say, because I think that with all of these hearts here, and okay, I'm going to show you in a sec. I'm just getting the overview of the message. So we're starting with the angel of miracles, right? Open your heart and expect the miracles. There's the first indication of the heart. Then it's a deepening of the message. We're getting 10 of winter. And the Ten of Winter it is the end of hardship. It represents the end of hardship. But I want to say that this type of hardship is not just that you ran out of milk. It's not that, or that can be quite traumatic for some people. And it's really boring when, you expect something and then it doesn't show up or you don't have it. This is another whole other ordeal. This is when you're getting out of something. There's been a moment of true hardship to get through something, whatever that is in your life. Obviously that's going to be different for every single one of you. It's a general read, but what's the same for everyone is that there's a situation of, I don't even have to get into, I was going to start to say whether that's a relationship or financially or health wise or whatever situation this is for you. It is a situation that you're getting out of and have been getting out of for a while. I don't see this being a weekend thing either. This is something that has been ongoing for a longer time. And now you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Leo, you're coming out of the other end of this. Depending on where you're at on this journey, you might feel that you have even maybe not fully 100% put it behind you. It's still somewhat there, but you're at the very, very end of it. The very end of this hardship, it truly is over. There's no more fighting around this. There's no more getting through this. There is a resolution to it. There's the lifting of the veil, if you will. It is the light at the end of the tunnel. 10 is also a completion. You wrap this up now. We've completed it. And that can also be like a life lesson, like something that you've been struggling. Maybe this even is a theme for you, a theme that has just kept reoccurring in your life. And this is like the end of that theme. Like karma is closed down, or like this thing that you wanted to conquer or wanted to really excel at or understand or get your head around. You've done it now. Like you're coming into a closing down of this. And then we had the Queen of Summer, and I also want to say with the wheel, it's somewhat the same, although the wheel is talking about heaviness. It's somewhat the same message. It's also number 10. It's also it's a double completion. You really are wrapping this up. The wheel speaks a little bit more towards the movement forward. So that's why I'm saying this, you're not in the midst of this anymore. You're coming out of this. The 10 of Winter is showing that as well, but the wheel sort of emphasizes that no, we're not stuck in it anymore. You truly are done with it. And so the wheel is talking about end of delays, end of stagnation, end of sitting stuck in something. And if you haven't already, the month of June and moving forward, you're going to really start to see the movement and the liftment of what this energy, the changing from that heaviness and whatever it's been that you're getting through, that your mind is not so occupied with it anymore. Your energy is not attached to it anymore. Your just whole life is just not revolving around that thing anymore, which brings then a lightness, like the difference in now when the lifting of the veil is here. It's like the lightness of it just is going to create momentum all by itself. Not even having to do anything really is going to start to create momentum. So the wheel is speaking about movement forward, done with the old. So 10-10, double completion. And then the Queen of Summer, which is very much about the connection to your heart. It says on the bottom here, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. So it says taking care of others first, and then in brackets it says too much, perhaps too much. If you look at this image, and if you're just listening, it's a woman that I just feel like she's a little bit. It's almost like like a spider, like the spider and its net, and how the web is like you just have all these things attached to a lot of different things right now. And this can be that you're taking care of a lot of things, like you have responsibilities, you're taking care of family, you're taking care of children, you're taking care of your job. You're also simultaneously like really attached and connected to the spirit realm. I just see these almost like the web is woven like all around you, and I see these I don't know what that's called in English, but tentakler, like just things shooting out of you, like being connected, like it shows up here. It's like thingies coming out of you that's just really connected left and right. And it's presenting so many various different things right now. I think you really are opening up to perhaps even like other galaxies, other dimensions, other, if it's not that out there, and I don't mean out there in a woo-woo way, I mean if it's not that like galactic feel, if this is still very practical for you, Leo, this might even be that you're like really trying new things, getting on board with new, like trying maybe a career shift, like you're changing your job, or you're changing location, or you're just really trying something new, looking into new ways of of how you can spend time with people, or new ways how to earn money, or new ways how to like, I just see all these new connections that I haven't seen before. Or like for you, I see that you haven't had these connections before. There's an opening that happens now. It's almost like you've been away. You can, you could have spent a lot of time with family and people overall, and showing up for work and all of that. I'm not saying that you have been gone, but you might have, I don't know how to say this. I don't want to say that you've been a zombie, because I don't feel like that you've been a zombie, but I feel like you probably have just shown up and done the work that you're supposed to do. Like you're doing it's like you're doing what the responsibilities are. You can even have moments here and there where you feel really connected, but for the most part, I just feel like Leo has just shown up lately when you've been in this tough situation. It's like you show up, you do what you're supposed to do, and then you retrieve. And then you show up and you do as expected, and maybe even a little bit too much, perhaps too much, like taking care of the things that you're supposed to take care of. Maybe you have neglected yourself a little bit. And it's almost like Leah's been gone, and it's like, and now when the light is switched on again, there's the light at the end of that tunnel, when it's not just for you to survive and organize and take care of everyone and be the guide and be the teacher in whatever situation. It's like, it's almost like Leo's coming back and say, like, what did I miss? It's like when people have watched two-thirds of a movie and Leo comes in to say, what did I miss? And they're like, oh my God, like you have to watch it from the beginning. Like it was a whole bunch. It's like you've been away for a bit. You haven't been away, but you haven't really been anchored in. And the Queen of Summer is sort of anchoring you in again. And because you're anchoring yourself in again, it feels like you're doing it to the extent of all at once, like everything, like you don't want to miss out anymore. And once you open that sort of floodgate, everything comes in. It's not just one thing that comes in, everything comes in. So that might be a little bit overwhelming in the very beginning. In the month of June, you might just need to really watch out for that heart of yours. I don't want to like scare, like this is not an alarming message. It's just to say, care for yourself. Like listen to your heart, listen to what you need, listen to what you want. What do you truly want here? And then go for what the heart is saying, because the heart is really leading the way right now. The heart is so important. You might even do a course right now that has to do with the heart. You might have just set the intention that I'm going to start to listen to the heart from now on. Or it's just that thing that you will do once you start to come back to yourself, because you naturally, when you're in your origin, when you are in alignment, Leo, the heart is what's going to steer. And that might have been the thing that has been blocked for some time. You haven't listened to your heart. You have done what other people expect of you or what is okay. You know, it's okay. But it's not okay anymore. And you're leading with a heart from now on. And then we had here and now and a change in the wind. So there is a lot of changes going on for you. Coffee break. That was very telling. I was going for this card. And I felt like having a sip of coffee. And I even started to talk. And then I was like, I just said, listen to that heart of yours. Like, listen to that intuition. And so I interrupted and say, I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. Not a cup of coffee, but a sip. Like, that's all you need to do. That's really all you need to do. When the heart starts speaking, listen to it and follow it. In the midst of a conversation, in the midst of whatever you're doing, to the best of your ability, obviously, see if you can interrupt and follow what the heart tells you to do. Because it's going to really lead to some good things. I mean, the here and now card is sort of self-explanatory. I just think that the more you're just very in tune with the now, not, being nostalgic even, or having worry or feeling doubt because of your past, and not feeling worry because of what is to come or what is not to come, but really anchor yourself into the present moment, like just here and now, and just be as anchored in and as connected as one can be, is really serving you at this time. I mean, it is not a time ever that it's not going to serve you. It just might be a thing that also starts to naturally more happen if you're organically more listening to your heart. If really heavy hardship is over and the wheel of fortune almost all by itself starts to turn in your favor and gets easier and easier, this gets easier, right? If the hardship is over, you don't have to worry too much about the past. If the hardship is over, you don't have to worry too much about what's to come. That allows you for more of being in the present moment and is bringing about a change. You might think that the change has been the hardship, and it might feel that certain shifts and certain changes has taken place with the heaviness that has been going on, with the hardship that has been going on. That is the feeling of that's what's going to change. But the actual change I feel for you, Leo, is this has almost been just like a transformation, or like a just like a process that has been going on. And when you're out at this dark tunnel, it feels like now the change can take place, if that makes sense. And then we have the ascension of the heart. It's like, and I see the commitment here. I don't get too much about like a love message, this is all about you. This is just all about Leo. And it is a time to just really listen to yourself. This is you honoring yourself and honoring your heart. This is you, maybe even for the first time, really starting to choose what feels best for you and not tend too much to what other people think about it. This, like, usually if this is like a love relationship, I would say you're tying the knot, or you're making like a stronger commitment to someone. I think this is you tying the knot and making a stronger commitment to yourself. This is Leo connecting with Leo. This is Leo deepening not the message. This is Leo deepening the connection and the relationship with Leo. And when you do that, it's like the heart is coming alive for the first time. The heart is ascending, the heart is raising to a higher vibration. It's not so locked in anymore. It really wants to fly. It really wants to... Leo, I just feel like this strong, like you really, really want to start to live organically the way you plan to. And it has been a journey to get to this very place. And no matter what age you're at, it's like, let's begin. What did I miss? Like, I'm my heart is open now, or at least like you're in that process of ascending the heart. And with the 7 there, you're getting a lot of help right now. You're getting a lot of connection with the angels, with other realms, with other dimensions, where this also very organically takes place. So this is now very, very clear. I think you're going to teach about this, or you're just going to lead by example, that whatever you're showing, we started here. Like I said, it feels like so much is about, sometimes you're the student and you're really taking in what the teachers are telling you, like in your surroundings, and then the same back. Like you're the one being a teacher to other people around you. And I think a lot of this has to do with that people have watched you. People have followed you for a while, and they watched you go through stuff. Some stuff you might even have not shared with them too much, but they have sensed that like something is going on, or they know for sure what's been going on. And that is like Leo has had their heart locked up. Whatever life has dealt you, the cards that Leo has been dealt is like, or whatever you wanted to experience in this lifetime, that whole struggle that leads now into wisdom. That is like, people are going to see you come out of the other side of this. You're going to live to talk about it. Like you're going to live to teach about it. And whether you put that in a book and you write that in a book and you send it out, whether you have lectures about it, whether you just show up on a day-to-day basis in your normal, like everyday life, where you just shift this energy, you're going to be a living, walking, in very inspirational example of what it looks like when someone follows their heart. And this has been a tough one. This is not you. I mean, I don't even want to compare it to something, because every person's journey is their prerogative, right? It's their story to tell. And who are we, who are me or I or you, to judge whatever feels heavy or whatever feels light? Something that, you know, I love this expression that my ceiling can be someone's floor, you know, and vice versa. Someone's floor can be my ceiling. And so, but there is like this is like a situation where people say, you don't come back from this, or this is really, really, like, how did you even do that? And you're like here to say, this is how I did it. And that's why you can do it too. Or that's why, you know, here's a strategic plan even. Follow my PowerPoint presentation and I'll show you how I did it. That's really beautiful. Some final messages here from your fairies. Leo's fairies, please. What do you have for Leo? Wow. Okay. Okay, one thing at a time. So the first one is cleansing or detoxing. And this is obviously a woman who's cleaning herself. Like she's naked there in the water and she's cleaning her body. In Swedish it says utrensning, which is like detoxification, a cleanse, a cleaning. This can obviously be for your body, like to really pay attention to what the body needs, what the body asks for, what the body doesn't ask for, so maybe cut something out. This Master card is, if we wouldn't sort of tie that into the story that came out here, this is also the Devil card. This is the Temptation card. So it's like whatever we're tempted to do or to continue to do or to not cut out, even though the body's saying like, we don't like this anymore. Where you're going, we don't need this anymore, or not as much, or like to just really pay attention to what the body asks for. But the detoxification can also be, what stuff do you have around you that just doesn't serve you anymore? Can you do a cleanse of the attic or your basement or some clothes in your closet? Or are there things laying around in your apartment or in your house that just doesn't it just brings heavy energy to your surrounding. Can you look at every single thing in your house and say, this got to stay and this got to go? You have a feeling about what needs to stay and what needs to go. And it can talk about that as well. It's not just one thing here. It's a cleaning out. It's a cleaning house, if you will. This can also be because I see such a change in you, Leo, because we're ascending the heart and you're coming out of this darkness. This means that you probably are shifting. It can mean that you're I don't think that you clean out a house, like in the sense that we're gonna sell the house, but I just feel this shift or this move with you is that it doesn't just here's what I'm trying to say. You might get new friends. You might feel drawn to move to a new place. You might feel just an urge to go places you haven't been before. There's a change of scenery. There's a change in the wind that we had. Okay? Listen to that. Listen to where you want to go. We have kindness. This is vänlighet in Swedish. Kindness. And I feel like this is kindness towards yourself. I think that once you're getting in, if you have a locked up heart, if you're trying to do the best you can and survive situations and please other people, there's rarely too much kindness towards yourself. Then you're just trying to please others and you're actually getting not so much kindness towards yourself. But this is when you're starting to get kind to yourself. And I see all these rabbits. And the rabbit usually for me represents speed. It represents like the quickness of how things quickly can change. We have the change in the wind, and it can represent that as well. Like those are representation of how quickly things can now turn around. For how long things maybe have even been like a situation. I'm going to compare it to when people have had like long-term illness or long-term ache or long-term, just this really sour situation that you dealt with for such a long time. And all of a sudden, it's just not there anymore. And it can be a little bit almost weird in the beginning. Like, what are you supposed to do now? That's also like, what did I miss? But also like, if you're not overwhelmed with this anymore, if this doesn't occupy your thoughts 24/7 anymore, if this doesn't, it just doesn't influence you because it's done. The karma, the lesson, the growth, the expansion that you wanted to reach, you've reached it. So it's done. So it's a little bit weird. And then the Wheel of Fortune, like, and with all these rabbits, it just shows like how quickly things can turn around for you. It can go really, really fast. I also want to say that I just feel like for a lot of you Leos, that the rabbit can be your spirit animal. And that the rabbits, in however shape or form it shows up, whether it's like a live rabbit that just shows up, or if it's in a picture, or you see it in a series on television, or like whatever, that like pay attention to what you were thinking right when you saw it. Pay attention to, like, just pay attention to your thoughts when it shows up. And then we have romantic partner. This is really interesting. If you're, and I'm so drawn to the arrow in the middle here. There's an arrow in the middle of this dude that just goes like that and upwards. Do you see that? It's like coming from downwards and then goes upwards. It's clear that it's going upwards. And it has come from like a lower place. So I just, it is a romantic, it says romantic partner. So whether you are single, whether you are in a relationship, whether you are, well, I guess I can't say whether you're looking or not looking. Well, I can say whether you're looking or not looking. But I think even if you think that you don't want to have a partner, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And for some of you guys who have been single, I think because of I just see the equality here with those big, those big thingies. There's just such an equality. I just see, so some Leos that have perhaps been in a relationship that has been not so equal, or you felt that there's like a mismatch, or like you never really got it to work or whatever. That there's like a clear, like there's an attraction to this person now. There's a showing up of a person where it's going to be like an equality, equal, balance. Yeah, it's just really, I almost want to do like a whole reading on this, but for some of you guys, you just need to hear that there is going to be a person showing up and it's going to feel equal, maybe for the first time in your life. If you're in a if you're in an already committed relationship, this just feels like there's more of a something you're deciding on right now, something that is just something that maybe have been a little bit out of alignment, a little bit out of balance. Maybe there's been a due to whatever heaviness has been going on, there's been a little bit of a lack of interaction with each other. There can be a lack of, it's just an instability that has been created. And even if it's like, even if you have felt secure with the person, it might be that you're now coming back into like, okay, we're meeting again. It's almost like you're falling in love all over again. It's a really beautiful energy, whether you're single or whether you're in a committed relationship. This is a really beautiful energy coming in. And this is obviously for one who's looking for a partner. And this is for the month of June, or give or take 6 weeks into the future. Okay? Long reading here today for Leo. That is what I have for you beautiful people. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.